Mm. Grandrising. Yesterday, I exposed to you the fractal nature of reality. I especially focused on flat earthers, seeing how they're a religious movement that I don't bite into or believe in. And the amazing thing about these flat earthers is they're not going to admit when they've been lied to. It's fucking wild. They'd sooner kill themselves. It's mind boggling. That's that pride before the fall. You hate admitting when you're wrong. I don't actually even like being right. Because if I'm right, then all of you are fucking wrong. That's mind boggling. Mental lemmings, right? Something ain't right. If you cannot contradict me, then you sit silently in a delusion, living in a state of denial. If you can't defend your talking points or your political propaganda, your PP, then you're fucking delusional. And it's sad, but fortunate. Hey, most people are fucking delusional. Yep. logic will have most of you sounding like a fucking seagull. 85% of men are raised by single moms in a welfare housing unit, some sort of federally funded apartment complex, low income housing in the urbanly challenged development areas, the ghetto. I had to see the problems for what they are. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That doesn't change things. It doesn't resolve anything. Today I simulcast live on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. I'm inviting people from Facebook to come to the YouTube floor. And if you follow me on YouTube, you can check me out on Facebook as well. And I thought we were going to be able to have a conversation. Not. That was a joke. Most people are not capable of having a transparent conversation in public. It's really true. They signed non-disclosure agreements and they got secret societies their loyalty lies with. Their loyalty does not reside with themselves. Goddamn amazing. They're loyal to other than themselves because they don't respect themselves. At all. At all. I wrote this for you yesterday, and yesterday no one responded to it, so, like a good Boy Scout, I'm going to repeat myself. Because people don't listen at all. Not capable. If you don't vote, then you voted for yourself. And you put your perspective ahead of anyone's. This empowered you. I think it is also important that you know this is why they hate you. If you have no respect for yourself, then no one will have any respect for you. If you have no respect for me in my house, then you can know I don't have any respect for you in your house. This should not confuse any one of you. I know if you have no love for yourself, then no one will have any love for you. I know if you hate yourself, then you can know your fake friends hate you. That's the binary glue. They are entertained by using and abusing you. I know if I'm not lying to me, then your lies have no power over me. You have lost control over me. Now I will rule over you. I do not suffer from penis envy like a lot of you. I know what's done to me is eventually done to every single one of you, all of you. I think it's funny. Many are laughing at me. Don't worry. They're eventually coming for all of you. I told you and I told you and I motherfucking fact told you they're coming for my family and yours. No one listens to me. No one's going to listen to you. I told you so many times I no longer believe any one of you. I told you when they're done with me, they're coming after you. I told you for 5 years COVID was a bioweapon designed to eliminate the lot of you. I know due to locals, ethics, or professionals, when you tell the truth, no one believes you. I told you for 5 years they don't care about any one of you. I know there's no help coming for any one of you, no trusting you, can't respect you or believe you. The only one you can blame is you. I don't have any love for silent hookers and whores. I have no respect for none of you. I'm not the one getting paid to lie to every single one of you. I'm a peace worker. I get a commission off of silencing the bloody lot of you, all of you, every single fucking one of you. This is not a conspiracy, I'm telling you. The truth has been turned into a conspiracy. So now society needs group therapy, and I'm talking to all of you. You are the only one on your frequency, and you caused it through your vocabulary. You have voice recognition technology because you realize no one has the same frequency. You have the retina scanner technology because no one has the same iris lens or pupil, eyeball. No one transitions light in the same manner. No one is translating correctly, talking to every single fucking one of you. You have retina, ear, and fingerprint scanners because no one is the same as anybody, and everybody's different from everybody. Everybody, well, all of you. The reality policies are designed to strip you of your independence silently. The majority is divided by minority groups and culture, class, and personalities, suffering because of it silently. The reality policy is crafted to oppress living beings, control their time, leverage and dictate terms to them in regards to their money and how it's invested. The reality society is anti-male, not anti-female. If you take from one gender and give to the other gender biasedly, this creates gender inequality. The true minority is the power of one individual against many policies were designed to force choices and mold the behavior of society. You only have the illusion of choice or free will through the two-party tyranny and controlled opposition groups, further revealing why there's no safety in numbers or political parties and no rewards for individuality or creativity. If you don't care about you and your healthcare, you cannot honestly expect anyone else to care about you and your healthcare. Now, yesterday we didn't get a single response to that headline. I'm wondering about your literacy rates. Trump said 75% of you are fucking illiterate. So I'm not going to respect people that don't comprehend the words coming out of my mouth due to failures in education and leadership. No, thank you. I'm talking to all of you. I didn't fucking single out any one of you. No biases. What's the silent treatment for, hubbub? Are you fucking delusional? I don't think there'll be a response today either. It's like, whoa. Isn't it wild? Do, 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 do. Come knocking on my door. I'll be waiting for you. You know, we're kind of like monkeys hanging around a black box. It's wild. All we do is argue over what we see on the TV, or we repeat after the TV, or the TV is dictating terms to reality through government sponsored, state sponsored media. People no longer have the capability of thought processes independent of the collective. It's fucking wild. Do 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 do. Is there a collective solution to this madness? I don't see it. I don't see it. Been looking for it, but I don't see it. My friend Mike is going to jail, so I'm going to tag him too. This messaging is not going to make me popular. What it is going to do is power the individual that hears the message. And then they'll see that no one contradicts the message, and this will cause a confidence boost in those that sit through the message. But most will not be able to sit through the message because most have no respect for themselves. None. Ultimately, this is the problem with the country. People have no respect for themselves, no wish to be independent from the church or state. It's mind boggling. There's no incentive for creativity. There's no. No one wants to do anything for himself. It's wild. I mastered numerology because of a compulsion for numbers as a small child. I didn't do it because you liked them or anybody else. Oh, numbers don't lie to you. Parents and professionals lie to you about the numbers and their meanings, their definitions. And I told you the truth about it. Sure as fuck did. Where did you go? In the opposite direction. In the opposite direction. Because you have no respect for yourself, you hate yourselves, and you love your corporate masters. This is what causes you to run in the other direction. Isn't that amazing? Somewhere over the rainbow, I'll be waiting for you. My language tends to confuse people. They don't like my word salad. That's all people have is word salad, political propaganda, word salad. That's all people have anymore. They don't have factual information. It was omitted and contracted out of the institutions of higher learning. Left out. Well, factual information was left out of the institutions of higher learning. They omitted it. And what they gave you was a platitude, a diet, or a platitude of political ideology, opinions, feelings, concerns, assumptions, false notions, and bad ideas that sound good. Isn't that all they actually gave you? uh, uh, Apple. That boy's special. They said that a lot about me when I was growing up. You shouldn't listen to that kid. He's fucking special. Something wrong with him. Special. Oh boy. I'm glad we could have a conversation about personal empowerment and self love. Shit's hysterically funny. It really is. When you realize the mass are culted into a way of thinking, a thought process that causes for them to love their masters more than their own existence. Shit's fucking mind-boggling, isn't it? You value your jobs, your status, your station, your function in society more than your own neck. I don't think that's healthy. It's not healthy. Not healthy. Right? If you don't respect yourself, no one's going to. It's an energy thing. And you can't really afford respect for other than yourself because people around you have a tendency of trying to debase, degrade, talk down at you, or they think their jobs give them some sort of status, some sort of rank. Are you fucking nobles or something? Are you a goddamn noble? Because I'm a noble kind of guy. Their functions give them some sort of rank, titles of nobility. Whoa. Shit's goddamn amazing. It really is. I was walking down the street yesterday. I pulled over 4 nurses like the popo. What? Excuse me, ladies. Got a question for you. Do you actually give a fuck about your patients? Because I don't think you do. I said it just like that. It's like, I said, well, let me explain my thought process here for you. Those COVID masks, those cause cancer to develop within the human brain of the host, the victim. So masking mandates wasn't good for your patients in any way, shape, or fucking form. The ventilators cause breathing problems in the elderly, cause them to fucking die, and no one wants to talk about it, right? And what about chemical dependency and drug addiction? I think doctors cause it more than anything. So you turn your patients into drug addicts, you strangle them, you muzzle them, and you choke the life out of them. Steal their fucking breath. Try to control their breathing. And if you don't have a response for any of the shit I'm saying, then you can know you're silently sitting silent to mass murder. And that makes you a good person. I was just doing my job. I asked those nurses, I said, did you know over 2 million babies have died from heart attack and stroke in the last 5 years? But you won't hear about that because they can't fucking speak for themselves, you stupid fucking horse. And I bet you thought you were boss ladies and your opinions, feelings, and concerns were more valid than my own, right? Well, I shit stomped that fucking notion. They didn't actually have anything to say for themselves. Those nurses found out they were mass murderers. I'm sure they're going to need psychotherapy. I'm having fun doing this these days, you guys. Most people got blood on their hands. I don't have any blood on my hands. I didn't get anyone killed. If you're drinking my Kool-Aid, you're still alive. Congratulations. Your professionals haven't killed you yet. Mommy, Daddy, children are smarter than their parents and nobody wants to talk about it. My mommy doesn't want to talk about it. My daddy doesn't want to talk about it either. Your daddy ain't going to talk about it because he's a fucking liar. And your mother's a prostitute, a fucking whore. And that bitch ain't superior to my mother, motherfucker. Whose mother's superior? Yours? Mine. You're just going to sit there silent, say nothing, do nothing, run the other direction. Run, Forrest, run! That's all you fucking whores are going to do. Sit silent, run. You become so goddamn predictable. And your silence is going to change my mind somehow. Talk me down. Meanwhile, Ron DeSantis said that COVID was a bioweapon. Now it's national news. Right? It's national news now, you guys. Governor of Florida said that COVID was a bioweapon. You'll believe Ron DeSantis, but shit, motherfucker, when I said it 5 years ago, what'd you say? What'd you say when I said it 5 years ago? What the fuck did you say to me when I said that COVID was a fucking bioweapon? I said it fucking 2020. That was your response then. And same response now. It's fucking amazing. And I'm supposed to think you're all smarter than me somehow. But have you actually been watching my track record? Silently, you motherfuckers have been sitting silent to mass murder, genocide, and crimes against humanity and infants and toddlers and children. Oh my. And I do this for who? Well, I do it for the children. I didn't do it for the red party or the goddamn blue. Children are not Democrats. Children are not Republicans either, you stupid fucking whores. God, you're stupid. Hey, smart people, instead of erasing gender, why don't you try erasing race issues instead? No black race, no white race, no brown race, yellow race, just human race. Then the race war is gone. Whoa. Huh? Whoa. Political science? Who wants to debate? Nobody? Shocking. I said this 5 weeks ago. Just popped back up on my newsreel. Amazing. And all you guys said was, 5 weeks ago, I said this. Vaccinate an entire nation. The end game, vaccination. Trailblazing and exposing the ultimate solution. Mass genocide. I know they plan to vaccinate everyone in the nation. I find it amazing. This ultimate equation, vaccinate or vacate your position. I know it was all in the union. Vaccinate or vacate your position. I find it amazing. I'm the enemy to an entire nation of people offended by the right fucking questions. I find it funny. Intelligence is the result of answering questions, and most professionals are afraid of answering their own questions. I'm the one that said your questions cause your answers. This just got pop up. So hold on. fucking pop-ups. Well, I sent out 500 messages. I'm the one that said your questions cause you to go questing. I'm the one that said you can elevate or deflate an ass with the right question. I'm not political. I don't have a position. I'm a mathematician, a statistician with my own fucking equation. I'm the result of doing my own thinking. I don't need anyone fucking thinking for me. No one will be placing me. I know that we forgot the past is for learning and not for goddamn repeating. I find it amazing the past is the race, so the past is continually repeating, and no one wants to talk about time looping. Right, Dustin? History repeating itself by force, scripted events, fake news, crisis actors on the world stage. Oh my God. Run! Off a cliff. How's that make you feel? I can't find a reason to get off my fucking ass. None of you cheap tricks and whores want to give me one. No talk back. No rhetoric. No intellectual response. They don't have one. Out to goddamn lunch. Congratulations, Aiden Forrest, the first intelligent response of the fucking day in 45 minutes. Holy shit. You know, most people have a 5-minute mind. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Fuck am I going to tell them in goddamn 5 minutes? It's fucking laughable. 5 minutes. Start a lesson. Guess what? It's going to take 10 minutes. But they're going in 5. So what the fuck's the point? Oh, you shit. Oh, Dustin's your daddy? Oh, I like your daddy. He's not that fucking retard. You got a good father. He's got a fucking brain. Holy shit. Dustin, I'm talking to your son right now. He's on the other one. You got your daddy on line 2. If you take from one gender and give it to the other, it creates gender inequality. That gender inequality is what everybody's crying about, right? They want equality. And then I started realizing, my God, what if we get rid of all these minority groups and treat everybody specially the same? That'll confuse everybody. Then they'd all be special. And this is the best part. If everyone is special, then no one's actually special. Because you made everyone special. And you made everyone special by getting rid of special interest groups. Huh? Minority groups. Get rid of all of them. Bye. And now what's left? The charts and the body. The wings are gone. You're dealing with a fat bird that can't fucking fly anymore. So all you're actually dealing with now is the head and the state. You smart people thought there was some sort of separation between the church and the state. That's goddamn amazing. Who tricked you into thinking that shit? Your mother? You see, I role reversed everything. And this floor is for you to hear everything in fucking reverse. I'm not going to blame fathers for fucking anything. I'm going to make you realize women outvote men 6-1. Women in control of the education today. Women are in control of social services, public officials, nurses, hospitals. And men's taxes created opportunities for women to go work for government. So I'm wondering what will happen when heterosexual males decide not to pay taxes anymore. Who's actually going to pay? No one? Can't blame men for everything. You don't like the men you have today? Who taught them? Women? Ah! Who taught the men how to fucking behave? Their mothers? You don't like the men? You should look at their mothers. A bigger fucking mess. But no one wants to hear that, right? This is about recognition. It's about recognizing duality, polarity. It's about acknowledging it. Who's in control of the education of children? This is a real brain buster for you. Yeah, it is. The children. Parents didn't actually teach their children a fucking thing. Lied to them about everything for a living. Communist conformists, consumers, voters. Got everyone now. I didn't leave anyone out. So when you take away the minority groups, now you just have a mob of people. Then you treat them all the same. Make them all feel special. Then no one's special anymore, right? Wrong. Or how about this? What if we go door to door telling every person to start their own church? Would that idea catch on? I mean, every man is his own preacher, his own priest. The body is the original temple. If everybody got that bright idea all at once, then everybody would have their own church and their temple mound, and they need parking lots, you know. Imagine a world full of churches and temples and parking lots. The benefit of this is there'll be no more holy wars. You won't be able to get anyone to follow fucking anyone anywhere. Isn't that amazing? I put an end to the holy wars. Hey, look, you guys, it's a war on the mind. And the high school dropout is winning. And nobody wants to talk about it. No reimbursement for my education. Mm-mm. I have no interest in seeing my son raised up to be a failed boy playing in women's fucking sports, Governor Mills. You see how fucked you are? I'm using exclusivity here. You're all included. What a fucking shit show. No exceptions, bar none. I'm talking to all the peeps, all the persons, all the personifications, all the peepholes. I'm talking to everybody at the same time. Whoa. I'm thoroughly convinced if I had a double, I'd be in control of the entire world already. I talk circles around squares all day long. Barely break a sweat. So here's a scientific fact. You cannot trust silent people. They're goddamn silent. Scientifically speaking, if they're sitting silent, then silently they're fucking guilty. They're not innocent of anything. When I got into this, I fucking realized further, my God, the majority are silent because of their license. Their professional license requires for them to keep their goddamn mouth shut. They got bought off, sold out a degree at a time. Whoa. So the only ones that are going to be able to talk are their fucking children. Parents won't be able to say much of anything. They sold out. And who did they sell out? Their fucking children. And hey, they did it for a living. I found an equation right now. Now look at that. It's goddamn beautiful, isn't it? But how to conceptualize this and really drive it. Jokers and fools don't believe in control. Control is that. Yeah, I got no control. That's when I realized that the grandmothers are in charge of the economy. And then I realized, oh my God, grandma's boys, the sons are mostly raised by their grandmothers, and their mothers don't have time for them. Imagine that. Mothers that don't have time for their fucking sons. I'm sure that's happening everywhere. Maybe it's systematic, eh? Maybe today's men are raised by their fucking television. Thanks, Mom. And by the way, do you know how fucked Big Pharma is now? Pretty fucked. Why is Big Pharma fucked? Well, they're fucked because they've been forced to remove prescription medication advertisements from the television. Isn't that amazing? No more prescription medication advertisements. No more beer and cigarette commercials. We don't need them anymore. I find that to be interesting, and I don't think we should be advertising prescription medication at all. Some people might get the idea they actually need it because of a catchy ringtone or a pitch, man. A professional salesperson convinced them they needed a prescription drug to be happy. And then I started wondering to myself, how many people are on prescription medication and they didn't need it at all? They were conned or hustled, hoodwinked, convinced that they needed it. Right, doctor? And let's not forget the prescriptions have a commission attached to them for the doctor. Let's put that on the table as well. There's no incentive for the doctors to write prescriptions. They don't get a goddamn commission. They ain't making money off of your dumb ass. They ain't looking at you and thinking, oh, there's a cash cow, something to fucking milk. Let's turn the children into junkies. And sit there and go, I don't know what happened. 75% of children are on prescription medication before they even leave goddamn home. Google it. By the time you're 45, 85% of people are on medication. Not amazing? I'm fucking strange because I'm on no prescription medications at all. Fuck, that's funny. And I keep asking the professionals, when the fuck did your goddamn pills solve a fucking thing? No response. Silence has a tendency of getting people killed. Silence is death to the ego, death to the liar, death to the communist and conformist, death. Death to the bootlickers. Death to the authority figures without any authority. Totally exposed right now. And me, I feel fine. Most people feel fine, right? Financially insecure, neurotic, and emotional. They're feeling fine about the goddamn situation. Oh, they're tone deaf, hearing impaired during a fucking hearing. Don't you see how funny it is? We're having a smoke session. A session is a goddamn hearing. They don't hear anything. Tone deaf, definitions, definition blind. They don't know the meaning of the words they speak or the letters, symbols, icons they use to spell. They don't know the definitions to a fucking thing. I figured it all out by myself. That should scare the fuck out of you. Hey, do you remember when I told you the dictionary is the grimoire and the book of the dead? Book on life? It's for the Walking Dead. You know, zombies. The Walking Dead. Corpses. People are bursting out corpse. Are you a fucking cadabra? A dead body at work? Are you in the labor union? The common grounds between man and woman. Labor. Women do it when they have children. Men do it every day. Women don't respect men's labor. Right? We don't actually value labor. No respect for it. That's why we like AI and automation. Because we like cheap labor. We like slave labor. We like free labor. No one wants to pay for labor anymore. It's amazing. Due to tax plan created by Trump, the side effects, by 2030, the people making under 20 grand a year, your taxes are going up 70%. And the people making over 30 grand a year, your taxes are going up 20%. So it's like the more money you make, the less of a tax increase you'll take. Right? Because you guys really care about the bottom dollar, don't you? I keep telling you, the only thing that rich people are good for is fucking eating. And no one wants to talk about it. They don't create anything. They created all the problems, caused them, financed the war on your mind with your own tax dollars. Good people. Try to figure out what in the fuck you're protecting. You don't protect your children. You don't protect anything. I keep thinking about Nancy Pelosi. I'm here for the children, the children, the children. The only thing I care about is the fucking children. Children are not Republicans, nor are they Democrats. And well, you know who else said that? The new healthcare director, RFK Jr., said the same goddamn thing. But I've been saying it half my life. Weird. And now it's catching on. Racism is not taught in the home. Most people are not fucking racist. You know where racism is taught? In the classroom. Due to your corporate masters. And that confuses you guys. Like, wow. When are you going to catch on? Ever? And these false love and light workers out there spreading prosperity messages that are false. I got a message for you. I'm a goddamn beast in the animal kingdom. Man is a beast. Been that way thousands of years. Isn't that fact? You thought by building cities you were going to take man out of the animal kingdom, put him in the kingdom of man. But if you're really clever, you would realize all man did was walk out in the forest and cause a clearing to occur and built a city inside of the forest. How the fuck were you ever separate from nature or the animal kingdom? How many kingdoms are there? One? That's my answer. One. I realize when the bees die, you're all dead. No profit in giving a fuck about the bees, huh? The bee kingdom. Kingdom of the bees. They even made a cartoon about it. Honeybee. On the Georgia Guidestones was a mandate that I find interesting. When creating policy, keep nature in mind, the environment that you don't give a fuck about currently. Most of the world is suffering from dirty parasitic water supplies, water dysentery. It's a global issue. It's not county, it's not city, it's not state, it's international. Dirty water is a problem for everyone to be worried about. And maybe you should ask Nestle about the BPA chemicals in the bottles that they put the water in, you know? Those chemicals are absorbed by the water. And then you drink those poisons. And that shit's good for you. Remember, it's the same CEO of Nestle that said that clean drinking water was a privilege and not a fucking right. So here's a big idea for you all. If you invest $100 million in cleaning waterways, resolving dysentery, actually investing in your environment because you care about it, you know what's going to happen? Nature will come back to life. Isn't that amazing? This is part of an abstract that I created over a decade ago. Land management. I don't think people in charge right now give a fuck about the environment, nature, or the ground they're walking on. I didn't stutter. So I don't know why you're all sitting silent. It's goddamn confusing, isn't it? 100 million in cleaning the waterways, you actually wind up saving $1 billion on healthcare costs. That's the side effect. Mind-boggling, isn't it? That's called preventative maintenance. Y'all sit there and think that by not investing in the environment and not cleaning up after yourselves, you're saving money. Control over money is in the wrong hands. So it is. Wild, huh? There's no incentive. Due to the new taxation by 2030, there won't be an incentive to lift a goddamn finger. Rewards are for bad behavior, not good behavior. We don't reward good behavior. No. It's the nature of culture. You value death more than life. You're more interested in killing the planet than maintaining it. Not wild. All these religions in the world made the world unlivable. And science proved intelligent design. Science did the job of religion. Religion did the job of science. This system's so fucking twisted. You got the pimps out there preaching to the children, and the preachers are fucking pimping the children for $1. Actively participating in any group is going to get you killed. Which is why I realized the idea of everybody starts your own goddamn religion, starts your own fucking church. There's your solution. No more holy wars if everybody's got their own temple. You can go pray to your God in your temple, and you can pray to your higher power, which is essentially the same as my higher power, but they're both invisible. Right? Invisible forces at work, unseen ones. 8 billion fucking religions for the one unseen force in the world. I said some of this stuff to the Mormons yesterday. They invited me to church. And I said, oh, that's strange. I run a church. Why would I go to your church? My church is just fine. They're like, what? You got your own church? I'm like, yeah, I got my own church. Just like Tyler Upgaldi, Iron Bush, and Todd Church. You know, you got your own churches and temples. Silence doesn't tell me I'm wrong. Silence tells me I'm right. Backwards. Silence isn't dissent to anything. Dissidence. Where's your rebellion? These people are about as intimidating as a little fluffy rabbit. And the only thing they're going to do is breed and fuck a lot. Fuck a lot, breed and burrow in the ground, hide, bunker from reality. I'm talking to flat earthers right now. Do you like your doomsday bunkers, little bunny rabbits? Hey, dumbass. It's just goddamn funny, isn't it? Hard to take anyone fucking serious these days, huh? How the hell are you supposed to take anyone serious when they can't speak for themselves? Fucking wild. How do laws occur? Someone spoke it. Spoken law. And then someone wrote it down on papyrus paper stationery with some ink. And no one realizes the push on penis. Pen is penis. Penis is pen. Snipe it for them. You like to clip their cocks, don't you? Circumcise, snipe, clip, cut. Traumatize little boys when they come into this fucking world, right, mama? How many women like baby skin on their face and shit? Goddamn sick. Society's addicted to baby dick. Whoa. Circumcision is religious, not medical. If God wanted you circumcised, God would have sent you into this fucking world circumcised. Flex. Where's all the doctors these days? got religious, looking for God to have mercy on you. You baby killing motherfuckers. That's what you do. You kill babies. Right, Dr. Fauci? Right, Dr. Francis Collins? You kill babies, right? You experiment on minority babies. Newborns. You like practicing on them, don't you? You sick fucks. Yeah, see, I figured it out for myself, which is why Planned Parenthood should be burned to the fucking ground. And then I like walking down the street and talking to these teenage girls who are streetwalkers looking like hookers. And I asked them, I said, you're dressing this way so you can get attention from little boys and men, right? Because you got daddy issues. Stops them right in their tracks. Like, bam. I said, you got two options in this world. You can dress like trash and look like a streetwalker, hooker, whore, prostitute. And you're going to get that kind of attention. They're going to treat you like that. If you dress this way, this is how they're going to treat you. But if you dress like you're royal, a queen, and you carry yourself with that mind state because you think you're royal, then guess what? They're going to treat you like a queen. So the choice is, you want to be a prostitute or a queen. Because as far as I can tell, men are done with dating. Done. Dating seems dead. The traditional weddings, men are not interested because you're fucking gold diggers. You want half their stuff and you didn't learn anything. Women file divorce 70% of the time. 90-something% of domestic cases against women are dismissed. You don't get convicted. You don't go to jail. No, your charges are most of the time dismissed or dropped. Man's too embarrassed to prosecute. And you bitches fucking prosecute because you goddamn think you're men. So, because of you smart people, my streams have essentially become UFO sightings, a phenomenon. They don't want to believe it, but yet there it is. Whoop. There it is. Hard to believe it, but there it is. They heard it, they saw it, but they neither affirm or deny it. Wild, huh? I want to thank Governor Ron DeSantis for declaring COVID as a bioweapon. I've only been saying it for 5 years now. I've also been talking over the Internet of Bodies, IOB, biodigital convergence, violations of free will in the sense of forcing people to become graphene-based life forms because of the environment. You're absorbing nanoparticulates into your body through the air, the water, and the foods that you eat. Environment is contaminated because the good people. Well, game's on, motherfucker. Sitting silent means I goddamn own you. Who wants to play with fire? Who wants to get burnt? Who wants to look stupid? Silence makes you a hoe, a hooker. Whores are us. Horus. You know what they did? Hoard you out? Hookers? Hoes? It's like that song, but well, fell. Boats and hoes. Men are bank accounts and women are sex slaves. And they will kneel to the bull god. The bull god, Vulcan, Viking. The Vulcan, the Viking. Vulcan god, volcano god, fire god, Yahweh, Saturn, Karma, Santa Claus, Satan, Mr. Nimrod, Gilgamesh, Zeus. When you can name them, you have power over them. Right, Asmodeus? Right, Ka? When you know their names, you have power over these fucking devils. It's true. Who would have ever thought to see the day when man leveraged the gods? And if you kill the gods, then you're the god to kill. If you beat the devil, then you become the devil to beat. And I don't see anyone beating me. Boy. Hail Saturn. Sit and spin on it. Tell me which direction you're heading on your way out the door. I'm going to split them like the Holy See. Like Moses. Creator is a relationship one-on-one with you and the devil, God, the devil, creator, you. It's a triangular relationship between your left, right ear and your sphenoid bone. Body is the original temple. The body's the original church. Man's original temple. God's temple is man. Didn't stutter. Didn't slur on my fucking words. And I tagged thousands of you and I put this all over the goddamn place. I wanted to watch you sweat it. More witnesses, bigger the crime, more the merrier. Call your mother. It's competition. That means active participation. Rhetoric is required. Speaking back, talking back talking, shit talking. They can't even fucking read. We've been at this for over an hour. They won't affirm right or right or wrong about a goddamn thing. It's amazing. Sitting silent means I own you. The fuck? The fuck kind of shit is that? Thumbing it doesn't impress me much. Thugs, thumbing thugs. That's a silent thumb of approval. It's not dissidence. They signed off on it. Roman seal of approval, thumbs up. Life. Silence is death. Remember, Tomez, right? We did it for the children, the children, the children. Children have nothing to do with political parties. Children look at reality without money in the equation. Money blinded parents to the reality. They got moon-eyed for money. Googly-eyed and shit. Money! 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 Children do things for a much different reason. They don't have a monetary motive. Parents do. Children are not politically motivated. Parents are. And I'm also using gender fluidity terminology. That way I can confuse everybody at the same time, simultaneously. You want to really fuck up society? All you got to do is push me around. Call your mother, bring her to the house. Do you like my party? Political peanut power. PP power. Penis envy is what society's suffering from. I'm not suffering from penis envy. I don't envy your penis. I am a penis. I am a dick. I am a fucking prick. I'm not supposed to be Mr. Nice Guy. I'm your fucking asshole. And my prerogative is to simply shove my foot up your ass and twist off sideways and watch you run left or right of your own fucking volition. Your choice. Which way you running? I'm not slowing down. I'm actually speeding up. Ain't it funny, Thomas, how they keep trying to take me out, but every time I go live, I take them out. Bam! And because of this, I started realizing funny little ideas. Oh, shock and awe. Did I shock the shit out of your system? You might have pooped your pants. Now that's funny to me. I might have caused someone to poop their pants. Shit themselves. Have a bowel movement in their drawers. Statistically, about 75-80% of men, 70% of society at large suffers IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, constipation, digestive tract failures. And all of this is environmental. It's diet based. What are you eating? What are you fucking drinking? Hello? I didn't say I was innocent. I said I'll be taking over the thought processes and the fucking thinking for all of you. Uh-huh. If I silenced you, I licensed you, dog. Hysterical for me. It wouldn't be funny for anyone else. Would it, Thomas? Power one person's poop. P-O-O-P. Poop backwards poop. Whoa. Oh. No, I'm King Arthur, which is also King David, which is also the Hierophant King. Joe King, King Joe. Average Joe King. It's not supposed to be funny for anybody but me. Last one chosen is the first one to go. I was chosen for nothing. So I'm the first one to go. So I am the first one to get everything. It clicks with me before it clicks with anybody else. Fucking savvy that one. Scallywags and hoes. Boats and hoes. Here's a thought process for you. If you get paid an hourly wage, you are prostituting. You sold your time for money, exchanged your time for goods or services. Bartering, prostituting is the act of selling your time for somebody else's fucking money. And it doesn't actually have anything to do with prostitution or sex work. It has to do with any craft, any trade, all professions. The fucking bloody lot of them. I didn't stutter. When men enlisted in the military, they prostituted their bodies to the church and state or the government. They no longer have full body autonomy. They're a walking pincushion for Uncle Sam. I started realizing that amongst military men, mostly they're not able to produce children and they really don't want to talk about it. So I'll just say it like the way I did right now. Leave it at that. What about union workers? Well, it's the same problem. forced vaccination, mandatory vaccination, vaccinate or vacate your position. Did you have a fucking choice? There's that pesky logic at work again. No, you didn't have a choice. The only people they want working for those corporations are the vaccinated. And don't forget, they got a 10-year life expectancy, so 2020 to 2030 is 10 years. A lot of people dying, huh? Long COVID side effects, right? See, they just won't simply admit that it's a result of the side effects of poisons and toxins that they're injecting in people. No, because then we'd have to talk about mass murder. And the idea that silence is a weapon that kills. Doctors have a license to kill silently. No one wants to talk about it, huh? Nothing good in Western medicine. I'm being very simple. You criminalize natural medicine and remedy. You criminalize the environment and nature. You don't actually care about the waterways or the land. You contaminate it for a profit. You rape the earth. Bunch of goddamn rapists. And everybody's traumatized, running around with a victim mentality. Like they've been raped already. And if they're sitting silent, then mentally they have been raped by me. There's that pesky fucking logic at work again. That's right, Robert. There's only one of you. And what did they do? They homogenized everybody. Made everybody sound the fucking same, think the fucking same, walk the fucking same. Are you goddamn Borgs? Are you robots? Machine men with machine hearts? You don't actually have a heart. No empathy, no sympathy, no fucking mercy. It's really confusing, right? Join the union. I heard Canada's joining the union. What do you guys think about Canada joining the union? And I'm snowballing here, but I'm thinking if Canada joins the union, then Mexico will do the same thing because it will be trendy. They don't want to be the first one. No, they want to be the second one. And now, if Canada and Mexico joins the union, what about Central South America? You know, all the way down to Argentina. What about all them countries? I bet you $1 they'll all join the union. And it will be a union of slaves, sex slaves, suffering Stockholm syndrome, subjugated subjects, confused about subject matter, kneeling to the fucking king, talk king, speak king, think king, shaking, trembling in fear because of financial evidence appearing real. Evidence that was paid for. Silence means you got smoked by the king, talk king. Hey, look, I'm smoking and I'm toking, thought provoking, licenses revoking, invoking a cockfight, peacocking. My jaw slacking. I tell people all the time English is the language of king, not queen. And that's sexist and racist of me. I have a lot of information that is sexist and racist, Thomas. Sure do. Yeah, buddy. Battle of the sexes and the races. Said a red man that's racist. I'm here to confuse the blacks and the whites. Put the squares out of their fucking misery. Fact check these black and white cows. These fat heifers. Black and white fact checkers. Bam! What? I know what my job is. I don't need to be told what my job is. How many years now have I said that I was Pope until somebody said otherwise? 5? Remember, I predicted the Pope's death 6 months ago. Did you guys see that feed? You can find it on my YouTube channel. See what happens when you're an overseer, a watcher, a real one. See what happens when you realize that the eye is a biological function that makes you a watcher? And children, what do they do best? Watch their parents and mock them? I do this for the children, the children, the children. So I can watch them mock their parents, mom and dad, the professionals, the red or blue fascists, the registered voters, the red fish and the fucking blue fish, the red school of thought, the blue school of thought. You see, I told you, I goddamn decoded Dr. Seuss. See, I haven't officially moved on that. I had publicly filed announcements in regards to this, Robert, with the Penobscot Judicial Center. Said I'm aware. Said I see the fraud. I fucking noticed it. And I put you on notice that I noticed it. In goddamn writing. Ain't that fucking funny? Soul contracting. Contracting souls. Trying to con people out of their fucking soul. SOUL. SOLE, soul. And once you're aware of the fraud, it's null and voided immediately, which is why the court has not responded in 7 weeks. I put them out of their misery. I put their lights out, Ike. They can't get back to me right now. They don't like my word salad. I love my word salad. It's my word salad. It's not anyone else's word salad. It's my word salad. I love my word salad. It's my fucking word salad. I didn't sell you my word salad. I gifted it to you. Right, Thomas? I gave this to them. I didn't sell this to them. I gave it to them with a kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. KISS, Kiss, yes, I keep it simple, stupid. Just like Judas when he kissed Jesus, the act of betrayal that caused him to die. Silence is fucking death. Isn't that amazing? Silence is death. And Dananites are serpent masters, and most of you speak with a split fucking tongue. Tongue in cheek and niggers all day long. Now, logically, if you don't believe in yourself, how can you expect anyone else to? I mean, that is logical. It's not emotional. It's one of those foundational things, right? It's foundational. Fucking fundamental. If you don't vote, then you voted for yourself and you put your perspective ahead of anyone else's. This empowered you. It didn't empower anyone else. If you don't believe you, you can't honestly expect anyone else to. See, this is all energy work. The art of husbandry is directing and storing and controlling, conserving energy. And your inner chi is your fucking energy. The art of being a man. Husbandry. How to direct, store, control, flow, energy. Letter N, letter R, letter G, NRG. Green energy. So husbandry is the art of directing and storing, controlling green energy, natural energy. By definition. And your energy is a result of your vocabulary. Your mental state is a result of your vocabulary. Your thought process is about you. What do you think you are? Not what do I think. No, it doesn't matter what I think. If you think like a dog, you're going to act like a dog. You're going to behave like a dog. You're going to fucking perform like a goddamn dog. If that's what you think you are. And if you run around calling yourselves dogs instead of men, isn't that a degradation, debasement of yourself? Oh, there's my logic at work again. Unfallible, huh? Sasquatch or Bigfoot said, if you don't believe in yourself, no one will. Believe in yourself when no one will. It's magical. If you don't believe in yourself, how could you ever expect anyone to believe you? If you don't like yourself, how can you expect anyone to like you? If you don't love you, you can't honestly expect anyone else to love you. If you hate you in your relationships with others, that is the common glue. They hate you. They hate you too. That's why you're there. You're there to be a fucking format for them, something to use and goddamn abuse. And the education system caused you to hate yourself, self-loathing, self-hatred, and love to hate on other than yourself. That makes you happy, right? It's really hard to figure this stuff out. We don't encourage independence in today's society. We want to create a dependent society, dependent on the church and the state's will. It's amazing, right? The will of the church and the state. That's what everybody's dependent on. The church and the state for their fucking survival. We don't congratulate independent labor, independent thought processes, independent works. Typically, universities feed off cults of personality so they can get federal funding. Fucking parasites, right? Whoa. Most people are parasitic. 80% of people are feeding off the general fund for education and things of this nature. The education is half the budget. Half your country's economy is the education itself. Half the budget is public education. So you got to think logically. We have the most expensive education in the world, and the children are confused about their fucking gender. What? I'm sorry, parents. You could do a better job teaching your fucking children yourself from home. Hello? At least they won't be fucking confused about their gender. And I'm so happy to be the first one to say it. You know what I mean? Tip of the sword. BAM! When you vote, you're giving consent to other than your fucking self. You need to think about this logically, not emotionally. Leave your emotions at home, mommy. 85% of people are emotional. They're not even logical. Because they're emotional, they're illogical, mentally at dis-ease, diseased minds, mentally disabled, mentally ill. How many people are on prescription medications, mood stabilizers, because they're mentally unstable, mentally unfit, mentally ill? And these people are public officials, right? They work in CPS, medicated. How many of you boss ladies are on antidepressants for your emotions? Snatching children for a living is depressing kind of work, you know? Might even drive you to drink. You have to start looking at these things in a much different manner. 85% of the population is medicated. Why? Because they have moral and ethic conflict with their job. They don't actually like their jobs. But they're still doing their jobs, but they don't like their jobs. They actually hate their jobs. Like my daddy, he worked in a paper mill for 45 years. Hated every day of it. Why the fuck would you want to live to be angry your whole life? That's why I'm laughing at everybody. You're fucking stupid. And everything you build, everything you create winds up in goddamn landfill. In the fucking trash, man. disposable merchandise and disposable relationships, friends, people, perps, and shit. Everybody's goddamn guilty until they speak. I'd love it if people recognize my fucking children instead of themselves. Fucking A. These people need to learn to count. When I speak, I'm speaking for 10 motherfuckers. My 5 children, my 3 grandchildren. Myself, that's 9. And the woman in the other room, Erica, that's 10. I also speak with Kelly in mind. She ain't with me anymore. She hates me. I'm crazy. So that's still a dozen people I'm thinking about when I'm talking about these things. And my children were girls. And I was raised by my father, not my fucking mother. And I'm looking around, I'm like, wow, all today's men raised by their fucking mothers. And where's the daddy? In jail? Dead? Depressed? Drunk? Drugged out? And the woman doesn't know why. And the mothers are proud to send their sons to die so they can get welfare benefits for their home. More proof of this can be seen in welfare mothers driving brand new cars, but they can't afford the gas for the brand new cars. The cars are a result of earned income tax credits. They didn't have a job. They didn't earn them. You see, due to the economy and the depression era that we're in, the average person can't even afford a child without welfare benefits. Somehow that's a prosperous nation. And then when you take the top 1,000 wage earners out of the equation, shit gets funny, gets real. I challenge you. Ask your friends, what do you think the average income in America is? Fox News told you 66,000. But that's with the top 1,000 wage earners. You take the top 1,000 wage earners out of the equation, and it goes from that number provided to you by Fox News to roughly 35,000. Almost half. And then take into the equation today's current cost of rent, right? That's half of their annual income. They haven't even fed themselves yet. Or provided themselves for transportation costs. What you need to understand is they can barely even afford to work. They can't actually afford to work. And due to Trump's new tax plan, by 2030, taxes on the bottom 20% is going to go up dramatically. If you're under 15,000 a year, your taxes are going up 70%. This takes all incentive out to work. That means if you make $100, you're going to take home 30. No one's going to want to work. Well, you see these paperwork processes there, Robert. It's all papyrus paper, stationery. This is a war on biology. See, they're operating a different law than I am. Mine's older. Natural law. I took nature's laws and I applied them to my vocabulary. Recognizing trinary reality, Trinity. Neo's girlfriend in the Matrix, Trinity. Without triangulation, there's no regulation. Pythagoras said everything is a triangular relationship. Triangular relationship between you, God, and the devil. Do you actually need a preacher or a priest? Once you recognize that concept right there, changes everything for you. It's not a linear relationship, it's triangular. Triquetra, trisector, try the vectors, try the numbers. The numbers are the angles and the fucking angels. That's what they worship. The numbers, the angels, and the fucking angles. The stars are luminary. They're gas giants. They're plasma-based. They're not solid things. The goddamn moon's not solid. Mars is not solid. Venus, Neptune, planet. What? They're light bodies. How the fuck you gonna land on plasma? As for NASA, right? We lost the moon technology, so we don't know how we're ever going to make it back. If you lost the technology from going there the first time, you're not going to be able to go to Mars or any other planet because you lost the technology. So that means everything you see on TV is CGI animated for you and green screened. It's so fake, it must be fucking real. That's what Elon Musk said to you. I started seeing this in a much funnier fashion. Robert, America is a pirate ship. You're all a bunch of scallywags and hoes. Does this sound like I'm trying to kiss anyone's ass? Tucker Carlson wrote a book, America and the Ship of Fools. Right? Oh. America is a ship ran by fools. Tucker Carlson said that. I didn't say it. I'm parroting it to you. I'm repeating it so you can have the same thought processes I'm having. I want you parroting or repeating after me, parents or parrots, parody, comedy. You guys think I'm crackers. I don't want a cracker. I'm not fucking Potty. Potty want a cracker? Parents are parrots and a parody. Divine comedy. God's funny. Got jokes for days and days and days. Yes is no, no is yes. That confuses people, you know. I don't do that. These people think good is bad and bad is good. Up is down. Get bad with your down self. Suffer Down syndrome. And doctors want to diagnose you with a syndrome every 5 minutes, right? That's why 85% of people are on prescription medications, because your doctors diagnose you with a fucking syndrome, a mental disorder. I'm the one saying, hey, there's 500 labels for mental disorders, and that was just so they could sell you medication. Oh, sexist, racist, Gomez. I said doctors and mothers are collaborators against the interests of their own fucking children. Sexist, racist syndrome. And then one time I can specifically remember that children are fronted to the doctors so mothers can get the fucking prescription medications. Free drugs for the addict moms. Their children are a front or a fucking cover so they can get free drugs. Who did that? Doctors did that. I can remember when doctors used to smoke cigarettes on TV and told you camels were good for you. Remember that day, doctor? What about when they sold you that a bottle of Coca-Cola a day was good for you? And that was when it had cocaine in it. What about the opiate addiction during the early 90s under the Clinton administration? That was a hot mess right there. Remember the OxyContin mess? Hey, doctor. How you doing, doctor? Are your patients cash cows for you to milk, doctor? Come on, Tomaz, look at me go. Doctors don't have anything to say for themselves. The lawyers can't speak in public. Got to protect their clients' interests, blah, blah, blah. Judges, they reserve the right to judge. They'll judge this shit tomorrow when I'm not in the room. Who's got jurisdiction over the living word? God? Devil? Man? Who? Great question, huh? Isn't that what you are when you're alive? You're walking around, and when you speak, you're speaking the living word. The living word is coming right out of your mouth. Right? By definition, the words you're hearing are alive. They're living because they came out of my fucking mouth. See? Wild, isn't it? When you're speaking, you're causing and affecting through frequency, making sound and vibration. Oscillation will occur. They'll react in a positive or negative. But if the reaction is silence, isn't that subjugation? Deaf, dumb, and mute. Right. So really out it right. No, you're right, Robert. The Vatican has its own private army. Yeah. Uh-huh. And you're its fucking minions. Countries are not separate from the Vatican. The Vatican is the corporate hub. If you looked at it like a wagon wheel, the Vatican is the hub. And that's the problem. You guys are all squares. And the Vatican works in spheres. They like controlling your thought processes, your thought bubbles. It's a war on the mind, you guys. And I do this for the children, the children, the children. I don't do this for the parents, or the professionals. Poor peoples, perps, political propagandists and political parties pushing propaganda, PP power, police pushing policy, force it, protect the politicians and policy writers. Police don't protect the community. That confuses people. No, police enforce policy that the public votes for. So everything's in circles. Right. Everything is in circles. And a circle is a dot is a circle, a thought dot, a bubble, a sphere, a circle. 360 degrees, three-dimensionally, a circle is a fucking sphere. Think about Star Wars and the fucking damn moon base and the fucking Death Star. Right? I even realized energy deficiencies in our technology. The energy is traveling in right angles to L, right angles. That's the problem. When energy is going around a right angle, it causes heat, friction. So the whole thing is all it's recognizing that everything is cubit based or squares, right angles. They build in right angles. They build squares, cubes, rectangles, boxes. Angst to L is Saturn. L is Saturn. And L is a right angle. Ang to L. Truth about a word is always in the actual word that you're looking at. Wait, tie, ah. Wait backwards is tie, ah. Sometimes you split the word in the middle. But all words, forward and backwards, Thomas. Thomas Zamot. Flaxseed North, that sounds like something Pinky would say to the brain. That's looking at your name forward and backwards, because that's part of what I realized personally is that a person's character type is in reading their name forward and backwards. Their personality, purpose, No. No, it was not me. It's other people. The moon is not bad or good, and the sun is not bad or good. What I've been saying is Father Sun and Mother Moon. That's native thought processes. Has nothing to do with white man. I recognize that China was a blue religious state, police state, a blue one. And America is a red police state. Red is masculine, blue is feminine. That's interesting. Is God male or female? That's the question that evolves. God doesn't actually have an agenda or a gender. That's why these elitists are wanting to confuse you in regards to gender, transgender, your fucking children. We had a real problem with lady boys before I was born, especially during the Nixon administration. Hasn't gone away. They just stopped talking about it. My work started causing me to think about the moon in a much different manner because of Robert Frost and other men over time, not just myself. Personally, I can see the moon essentially all day long. The Earth model taught in school does not allow for this. How can you see the sun and the moon at the same time? Doesn't work with the globe model that you're taught in school. Contradicts it completely. My observations contradict the education. I can see the sun and moon all day long. Pointed out to the neighbors on the side of the road. They're like, yeah, you know what? There's the moon. It's fucking noon. I can see the moon. Weird. I thought I was supposed to be on the other side of the world or something. Some place where it's nighttime. Right? That's the traditional model. Doesn't work with a traditional model. What does work is realizing that you're inside of something. And this gives cause to recognize why you're able to see the sun and the moon at the same fucking time. You're not on the earth, you're inside of it. And people with an ego, they think they're on top of the world, on top of the universe. Ballers, right? Globetrotters, B-ballers, gangsters even. And because of the amount of time I have in my observations and the people I've met, I realized ultimately that Earth has many names, like the moon and the sun. Cultural names for the earth, cultural names for the sun, the moon. Every religion has a name for the sun and the moon. Every culture has a name for the earth. For Vikings, it was Asgard. Earth is Asgard. Guard your ass, Asgard. is space water. That's right. Well, I realized a lot of things, Robert, and I would like to sometime have a collaboration with a few mountain men that I know personally who have been teaching the public in regards to mushrooms and the neural network of the earth. Terrence McKenna, Bill Bunting, and Paul Stamets. Between those three men, that's 150 years of cultural knowledge in regards to mushrooms. There's about 1,000 miles between each of them, so none of them know each other. I believe that outer space is under the ocean. We're in a bubble. But what's under the ocean? Publicly, Congress came out on the record and said that we have been trading with an underwater civilization for over 70 years, all the way back to World War II. So this makes me laugh about other things as well. I see the ripple effects immediately when I hear things like this. And yes, I truly think that the creator resides within the people, not outside the people. Creator gives you questions to answer. That's your job. This is my disposition. It's your job to answer your questions. If you avoid them, they keep coming back until you answer them. The idea of this is to show you that the relationship you have with Creator is internal and not external. Creator God gives you questions. Your job as a shaman or Gnostic or preacher priest is to answer those fucking questions for your damn self. Creator's funny. Puts the question in you. Because Creator wants you to have the answer. And you're looking for the answers, but you're terrified of the questions that lead to the answers, which is funny as fuck for me. It's not so funny for the majority of you. Because this is not about following people. This is about leading them. I don't follow anyone. It's about creating and causing a coalition or coagulation, a traffic jam, a choke point. Choking in public. Perfect place to cause the majority of people to choke. Right in plain sight. Public. Public domain. Public dominion. Domination. Private dominion. Private domination. Eminent domain. Eminent domination. When someone's within 6 feet of you, that is eminent domain. What politicians, political pimps, and hookers did was make your public domain private and private domain public. They're confused about the two. So everybody's digitally under surveillance because of this whoopsie. Three kinds of dominion, Tomaz, not two. Three. Eminent, public, private. Three kinds of reactions, Tomaz. Positive, negative. No response is a response. Lack of response is a response. Three kinds of reactions. Positive one, negative one, silence. It's a confession. I didn't need to hear it though. They needed to hear it themselves. How are you talking about Nakba? Twat tricker. Technical teacher, TT. Mama TT. Big titties, mama. Mama TT. Put two T's together, two capital T's. You have twin towers. Put two T's together and you have a pi symbol. Yeah. We like pie, don't we? We like the pie. We like the whole pie. Right? Fool's right, pie right. Pie right is fool's gold. Yeah, I'm Zeus. See, that's why I'm having so much fun now, Robert. I'm Zeus. I'm a son of Zeus. Jesus. Ain't that for shit? Tell people that shit, and guess what? Think they're gonna believe you? Therefore, truth became really funny for me. Tell the truth? No one believes it. It's fucking funny. Hard to believe that. Sure is. I barely believe it, baby. BB. Babylonian B. Babylon B. King of the bees. Bee King. Nimrod. Gilgamesh. First shaman. Gilgamesh. First master of serpents. Serpent masters. Dynamites. Dynamites are Canaanites. He didn't kill all the ites. You missed one. I'm what King Herod was afraid of. The Israelites are the Hebrews, Israelites, Danaanites, Canaanites. He didn't kill all the ites. There's one right here. There's that pesky logic at work again. Bloodline of God or devil, demigods. Here's part of the theory. It's really interesting, right? Marco Polo had a sexual relationship with the daughter of Genghis Khan. They had a baby, bastard child, socially unacceptable. Gotta get this child out of here. Boom! And where did that child go? America? Bloodline of Genghis Khan is in America. Bloodline of the dragon. The last American dragon. Is that why I named my son Draco? Short for Draconian. Alpha Draconian. A fucking dragon. Dragon man. Half man, half dragon. Harry Potter could talk to serpents, you guys. So now you can see why I do a lot of drugs like Crowley. Mr. Crowley. Drug addict. Right? Did you know that Crowley was royal blood? Did you know that all hero types in mythos or in religion, all of them, come up out of a whorehouse, a brothel? Their mother was a prostitute. Which is why I laugh at the Catholic Church and I spit in your face a question to expose your bullshit. Whose mother is superior? Yours or mine? And if you don't have a response, I fucking win. And you lost your shit. Right? Think about it. Think about it. They were standing on a floor mat that they thought I was. And I came by like a fucking madman. And I pulled that fucking rug. Tug. And they banged their head off the wailing wall on the way down to the ground. If they fell on their face, they're Muslim. And I muzzled them. And if they fell on their backside, they're Christian crying to their sky daddy to save them. What did I just do? Decimate all three of the major religions in the world in one fucking shot? Bang! Salvation is internal, not external. You can't find it outside of your fucking self. It's something you're going to find inside of yourself. Oh, shit. It's all about direction, Thomas. Controlling the direction of the eyes. Right? Christians want you looking at the stars, NASA. Look at this star. Look at that star. Look at the Death Star. And they have no comprehension of geology or the ground they're walking on, which would explain why it's full of soft metals and contaminants. Oh, you're going to love this. Yep. Sure. Government ordnance departments. God equals gold, oil, drugs. Sure. I'd be down for that. You can mark me down with that one. I'm with you there, Robert. I don't disagree with you. Most of the time, you'll only hear affirmations from me. People will have No faith in themselves. You see me going for a fucking machine? What? Oh, where's my Google machine? Right? Where's the fucking teleprompter? How come I can answer just like that? Bam! They can't. Why? I know why. It's that license to lie. Possession's 9/10 of the law. And they were caught with a license to lie in their fucking pocket. And they're going to try to deny. But they've been busted with it. It's in their pocket. And denial is a weighted line. It's a landed. Right? Denial in reverse is landed. It's a line. Fishing. I'm fishing. Fish for men. Call out Jesus. Jesus did the same thing. He was fishing men. Hi, men. Fishing you. Commercially trolling. Fishing. Commercial fishermen are sea dogs. Pirates are sea dogs. Navy men are sea dogs. Seamen, sea dogs, sea sailors. Merchant sailors, sea dogs. English is dog Latin. Religion is dogma for the dogmen to follow. Soldiers are war dogs and law enforcement officers are Leos, but Leos are law dogs. Sick dogs. Use the law dogs, the sick dogs, on your neighbors. You can't handle your shit yourself. Bam! Lots of dogs out there, bro. Dog God. To the Canaanites, God was Anubis. Anubis is the dog-headed god. Woof, woof. It's a dog-eat-dog world. And then one day I realized, well, I'm not a dog. I'm a fucking dragon. Dogs don't bark at dragons. Dragons walk by, and dogs don't fucking bark. They don't really have anything to say. They avoid the debate, deviate, dance around the issues. They're ducking, and I'm fucking hunting. It's a game. Duck hunt. Here, flush you out. Watch you run. Your legs and not your mouths. Tuck your tails between your legs and run. Men are not goddamn pack animals. Not dogs. Men do not travel in fucking packs. Dogs travel in packs. The fuck? Tell that to the church. Right? You can make a list. Top of the list, dog Latin equals English. It's not indigenous to fucking anywhere. Wow. It's forced on you everywhere. That's why no one speaks it properly. Trump said that the world is suffering from illiteracy. Confucius said words cause chaos and confusion. I'm not suffering from illiteracy. Reactions are fucking confessions. Hebrew in nature. People get really psyched out when they started realizing that cartoon songs and theme songs in reverse had hidden messages in them. Right? Remember that shit? Right? As a whole, there's thousands of people in on that shit, you know what I mean? The most popular one for me is Pinky and the Brain. You should listen to that one in reverse. Fucking funny. But I took it a step further, realizing the entirety of English worked in reverse. English was to be read left to right as well as right to left. English in reverse was phonetically Hebrew. So their reactions to me are their fucking Hebrew confessions about themselves. Got nothing to fucking do with me. BAM! That's for the mob. It's a bomb. Mob bomb. I'm here to dominate, and moderate. Mod dom. Isn't that fucking funny? I'm here to neutralize the floor. I'm here to level the playing field. Fuck, I'm here to put everybody on the same goddamn page. BAM! I'm here spouting off at the mouth like I'm Popey Pope, Robert Rose. Been telling the general population for 5 fucking years. Shit, I'm the goddamn Pope until somebody says otherwise, bro. You see anyone talking back to me? No. I want to fire all the presidents. And your son, I want to make him a senator. I'm hoping he's 5. Said for a while, I want to hire the parents and put all the children in charge of everything. That'll solve the problem. They'll do a better job. This will also cure society of pedophilia. Think about it. If a bunch of 5-year-olds are in charge of the country, you won't have to worry about children getting raped, trafficked, fingered, fucked, harvested, all that shit. Done. You think 5-year-olds are going to be down for that shit? Well, that's the funny part. Jesus translates to Chinggis. Chinggis is Genghis. Genghis Khan. Khan of Khans. King of Kings. Jesus. Jesus is also the harbinger of death. The angel of death. The gatekeeper between heaven and hell. It's never what you think. Every individual is a portal, a doorway. Just like your phone is a portal. See, I couldn't depend on anyone to do this. Not a political party. There's no grassroots movements for what I do. I am the fucking movement. And it caused an implosion. It's not heard on the outside. It's causing the world to shut the fuck up. BAM! My nana's laughing. They used English to sack the fucking world. not a bomb. English is the most manipulative language in the world. It's the most exploitive. Very few people speak proper English. Mostly people speak derivative or broken English, English slang. Everybody's speaking English. Australians speaking English, Canadian English, Americans English. Everybody's speaking English. I just started realizing that English was forced on you by the church that loves you so much. And then I realized through the word itself, oh my gosh, English is a nigger leash. It's in the word. Nigger, I leash. I nigger leash. Shit on a shingle. Shingle and English have the same letters too. Relative values. Mathematically, they're the same. Just like silence and license, same letters. Mathematically, though, same values. Vril math or Vedic math or vortex mathematics is used to describe death and decomposition rates, the cellular breakdown of things, or cellular division, expansion, and growth. Multiplication, division. These things are expressed within a circle, not a fucking square. There is no zero in nature. Doesn't exist anywhere. We built the square and invented the zero. And these things were terrible for nature. And people went digital and are no longer analytical. And you forgot about the analog. Threw it out the window. A journal was a log or a blog that was personal. Personal commentary, personal thought processes, a diary. Speaking publicly is blogging or commentating. Giving divination or definition. Being an oratory or an oracle. Public speaker. Language between then and now. I don't want you focused on thousands of years ago. I'm going to traumatize you. I want your history studies to be focused on the last 666 years. I'm going to be funny with numbers and traumatize you good people. So if you think 666 years in reverse from right now and go 666 years into the future, what do you think? There's your timeline. Today is the 0 point, right now. That in the back of your head. Then I want you to think 666 feet up above your head and 666 feet below ground. So there's your directional starting points, cardinal. The Holy See marker is the Washington Monument that stands as an erection 666 feet off the ground. A penis, a phallus, a dick. Oh, that's sexist and racist of me, right? When we talk about the beast system, let's recognize that it's the internet. www stands for 666 in Hebrew. Va, 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 666. Fox, mathematically, adds up to 666. F is the sixth letter. O is 15. 1 and 5 is 6. X is 2, 4, 6. So Fox equals 666. So I thought you should know that. You start applying all these things and it fucking gets really weird and funny and can't really sell it to you. Otherwise, you'd think I was up to something, and I'm up to nothing, which is no good at all. I don't think I'm doing any good right now for anyone, right? What about 6 foot social distancing and 6 foot burial services? You got to think about the societal processes as an abstract, right? Who invented the social distancing of 6 feet? That just happens to be outside of your personal bubble, your eminent domain. Your biofield is 6 foot in circumference. So that's a lot of information right there that's going to traumatize the Catholics and the Christians alike, I'm thinking. Because they fear to be 666, which is man, which is Adam, beast, 666, evil. And inside of Adam, which is what you're made out of, right? Atoms, energy vortices, and just light energy, right? 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons inside of one atom. 666. And inside an equilateral triangle, you got 3 60-degree angles of L, 60, 60, 60. 60 milliseconds, 60 seconds, 60 minutes, 60, 60, 60. Bill Gates has got a patent for an RFID chip, remote frequency identification tags, for the New World Order that they want to force you all to, this digital racketeering empire they're trying to force onto and fear onto you for. Watch this. The patent number 0606060. Women are emotional, that's logical. And they have a very long list of demands from their prime choice, right? Prime choice beef. You want a beefcake? That's 6'6", 6-pack abs, 6 figures in the bag, 6 houses, 6 cars. And the motherfucker's got 6 occupations and he's 20. And what do they bring into the table? Somebody else's children. Doesn't really seem fair, people. And it turns out only 2% of the available men meet this criteria. 6'6", make it over 6 figures. Traumatizing you, right? Look at all the 6s everywhere. Ah! A star tetrahedron, or a Merkaba star, consists of two tetrahedrons. One up and one down. In 2D, this would look like a star Zion, which is the rotational axis point of Saturn, the hexagon on Saturn's north pole. Your body is a Merkaba star, which is the same geometric form or figure. So you love to hate yourself, and your masters love to feed off of your negative energy. Zeus. See, I understand that the gods feed off their children. Zeus killed his father because Otter was feeding off babies, but hey, Zeus baby, you's doing the same thing, man. And this is why I laugh, because now I have leveraged the gods out of chaos. Out of chaos, new orders arrive. Rising orders, falling orders. When the king's men reign, when they wane, when they'll no longer defend the bullshit, when they'll no longer defend policy because they don't believe in it. Kind of like what you're facing right now today, at 87% of people don't trust government. Fuck, they don't even trust themselves. And you could cause a whole lot of trouble when you trust yourself. Oh my gosh, I sinned. I signed. I caused a cymatic fucking expression. It caused emotional contraction and expansion. Some are angry. Some are laughing. I survived a cockfight. I co-signed. I co-sinned with a frequency, man. You spell sin with a Y instead of an I. Sin is a sign. You assign a frequency to a sin, which is a fucking symbol. Symbols are letters. Letters are sigils. They have definitions. That shit confuses people. They act like it's a goddamn conspiracy. No, just look your letters up in the dictionary. Take 5 minutes. I've been trying to get some of you to do that for years, but you won't do it. Hi, Todd. Talking to you. Shot callers, huh? Ballers. Gangbangers. Sons of King Og. OG. Your ego makes you go. OG. Ego, my ego. It's in the letters. So your ego makes you think you're OG. OG-E. OG. Which is why there's never a resolution, because of clashing cults of personality or ego. Narcissism. Karens and Sharons got to sick dogs on you so they can control the environment that you're fucking facing. Benjamin Franklin once said, 3 men can keep a secret if 2 of them are dead. If you have that in the back of your mind, does it sound like people are going to keep their mouths shut in regards to anything they see, hear, here, H-E-A-R, H-E-R-E, here? I'm sure they'll have gossip behind my back in regards to these things. And I'm sure they'll advertise and say my name in private in a positive or a negative fashion because they're red or blue fascists, and that's just what these caucus members do. I thought that up all by myself without my mommy or my fucking daddy. One day, Robert, I realized that English was Loki. And it's dark magic, it's wizardry and sorcery. Speaking, spelling, sparking, divinations, giving definition, speaking in tongues, causing confusion in the land of confusion. Today's children are suffering gender confusion because of the education, and the education reflects the leadership. So I have to naturally assume that the people in charge of education in this country are transgender, failed in their own gender, and they have an agenda to confuse and transgender your children. Like, whoa. Governor Mills, I'm talking to you, baby. Man, this shit got close to home now, right? Governor Mills, I got a question for you publicly. Are you a failed man looking like a lady, thinking you're some sort of superhero, Wonder Woman? Wow. Is this why the governor says that it's socially acceptable to see fair ladies or transgender boys in girls' sports? Because Governor Mills is a fair man, one of those lady boys, needs more in the dating pool, recruiting. Let's make it socially acceptable to be fair boys looking like ladies, ladies looking like dudes, dudes looking like ladies. Aerosmith sang about it. I don't think many caught on, right? Go back and re-listen to dude looking like a lady, lady looking like a dude, dude looking like a lady. This is what he was talking about. They all think I'm crazy. I said, no, these elitists, they transgender their children. Well, who wants to hear that shit, though? Nobody. They do need to hear it, though, whether they want to or not.